Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited. See mintmobile.com for details.
On today's Smart 7, no Christmas dinner for Prince Andrew, Germany's government collapses, and lots more. It's Tuesday, 17th of December. It's National Maple Syrup Day, and happy birthday, Jacqueline Wilson.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
The government set out new plans to revitalise local government on Monday, with Deputy PM Angela Rayner promising that every region of England will get a mayor. She's aiming to devolve power and end micromanaging by central government. In the Commons, though, the focus was on Prince Andrew's latest escapade, as he found himself honourably withdrawing from Christmas dinner at Sandringham with the royal family after revelations over an alleged Chinese spy. Security Minister Dan Jarvis addressed the issue of national security and the ban from the UK of Yang Tenbo, formerly known only as H6.
Where there are individuals who pose a threat to our national security, we are absolutely committed to using the full range of powers available to disrupt them. We will be swift in using all available tools in order to keep our country safe.
PM Keir Starmer was in Norway to announce a new green industrial agreement between the two countries, but he was reluctant to be drawn into commenting on the Chinese spy scandal.
Of course, we are concerned about the challenge that China poses. Our approach is one of engagement, to challenge and to compete when it comes to trade.
The Post Office inquiry is in its final days, with closing arguments underway. Edward Henry KC, who is representing the victims, addressed the inquiry on Monday, accusing the Post Office of profound evil and responsible for one of the most serious miscarriages of justice in our history. Meanwhile, the government has approved the sale of the Royal Mail to Czech billionaire Daniel Kretinsky's EP Group, with legally binding undertakings around mail delivery and a golden share, which will ensure no major changes in ownership can happen without official approval. Business Secretary Jonathan Reynolds was sounding enthusiastic.
If that does go ahead, this would be a good deal for the UK. So it's for shareholders to approve the deal or not. But if it does go ahead, we have negotiated something which secures the long-term future of Royal Mail and gives it the fresh start that we need.
The deal also includes a profit share arrangement for workers, and Dave Ward of the Communication Workers Union says it's the only option.
Royal Mail faces huge challenges, and we believe that this deal is the best option against some very difficult circumstances that's in the interest of our members and customers going forward.
If you are ticking off the days until America gets made great again, you'll already know we have just over a month until Donald Trump takes over at the White House. He's not hanging around this time, though, hogging the spotlight as he makes cabinet appointments, offered to make Canada America's 51st state, and even took a trip to France for the reopening of Notre Dame Cathedral. He hosted a press conference at Palm Beach on Monday in which he promised to sue Iowa pollster Ann Selzer for getting her polling numbers wrong, changed his mind on banning TikTok, and took the time to discuss his plans for Ukraine.
Everyone's being killed. It's the worst carnage that this world has seen since World War II. It's got to stop. We're going to be talking. We'll be talking to President Putin, and we'll be talking to Zelensky and representatives from Ukraine. We got to stop it.
The winter of discontent continued in Europe on Monday as Germany's government collapsed after a no-confidence vote went against German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. The chaos in German politics follows the near collapse of the French government, with President Emmanuel Macron appointing 73-year-old François Bayrou on Friday as the new Prime Minister. There has also been disruption in Romania, which saw the second round of the presidential election cancelled and democracy protests continuing in Georgia. Back in Germany, the ruling coalition had already crumbled, so Chancellor Scholz called the confidence vote to speed up the process of new elections, which are now scheduled for the end of February. He says whatever happens, his priority is the German people.
We are a country that pulls together every day, a country that values cohesion over division. A country that has its best days ahead of it. I will continue to give my all for Germany every day.
Still to come on the Smart 7, Manchester Derby piles pressure on Pep and carpool karaoke returns right after this.
Instacart's Deal Week is coming up from December 17th to December 23rd. That means you can get up to 25% off holiday gifts for the whole family from stores like Sephora, Best Buy, PetSmart, and more. And you can get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes. Just think of it as Instacart's little gift to you. And while we're on the subject, why not get a little something for yourself too? Shop Deal Week from December 17th to 23rd and save up to 25% on gifts. Discounts vary, a minimum spend, maximum discount, and exclusions apply.
Welcome back. The aftermath of Manchester United's surprise victory over Manchester City continued to make waves on Monday. Pep Guardiola found himself defending his side's 8 losses in 11 games and declaring he'd never claimed to be a magician. Meanwhile, the rumour mill suggests that Marcus Rashford may be put up for sale by Man United after new manager Ruben Amorim found his attitude and approach out of line with what he expects from his players. Meanwhile, Monday night saw West Ham travel to Bournemouth in the Premier League. The game ended 1-1, a result that saw Bournemouth move up to 6th in the table, but West Ham manager Julian Lopetegui was putting a positive spin on his side's performance.
Our draw, 1 point. Okay, we were thinking about 3 points, but I think that we have competed really well against one team that demand a lot here. It's good news about the group, about the pack, about the strength, about the to believe as a team and to work as a team.
There are generally speaking 2 types of people in the world, those who love James Corden and those who have stronger but different feelings about him. However, almost everyone can agree that carpool karaoke was one of his triumphs as he chauffeured the vocally talented to work and had a bit of a sing-song on the way. However, carpool karaoke is now getting a bit of a reboot or retrunk if you're in America, and Zane Lowe is hosting 3 new star guests for Apple TV+. If you can't remember who Zane Lowe is, he used to be on Radio 1 and he's now Mr. Apple Music. Anyway, his 3 star guests are Lady Gaga, Dua Lipa and Chapel Roan. It's a kind of surprise Christmas special and you can stream it now on Apple TV+.
You better be taking a picture of this.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling,
I'm driving a car in Tokyo.
I got rules I count.
The 3rd season of White Lotus is on the way, and this time it's set in Thailand. Each season has had a theme so far, with season 1 focused on money, while season 2 was all about sex. The theme for season 3 is a closer look at death, along with Eastern religion and spirituality, in its trademark social satire way. It's a brand new cast too, with Natasha Rothwell the only familiar face as the manager of the luxury spa, while her new guests include Carrie Coon, Parker Posey and Michelle Monaghan. It drops on HBO Max or Sky in the UK on February 17th.
We should do something fun today. She literally lives off male attention. It's pathetic.
If everybody gives into base instincts, it'd be total depravity, like a race to the bottom.
Someone stole my lorazepam. I'm gonna have to drink myself to sleep.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Bombas presents unsolicited gifting advice. Number 1, if they say not to get them anything, get them something. 2, underwear is a great gift, just not for your boss. And 3, those absurdly soft Bombas socks and slippers you've been eyeing for yourself, they'll love those. And the fact that for every item you purchase, another is donated to someone who needs it, they'll love that even more.
Go to bombas.com/ACAST and use code ACAST for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/ACAST, code ACAST.